The lowest common multiple. Just like the highest common factor, there are two ways of finding the lowest common multiple. There's the list method and there's the prime factorization method. I'm going to show you the list method, but in your exams, you need to use the prime factorization method. So when we list, let's choose question 11. We're going to use the numbers 24 and 36. And since we are looking at multiples, a multiple is the answer when I multiply. 1 times 2 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 2 is 6. That 2, 4, 6 is the numbers I'm looking for. So 24 is going to be my first multiple. Then 48 plus 24 is 72, plus 24 is 96, plus 24 is 120, and 144. 36 is going to be 36, 72, 108, 144, 180, and 216. My lowest common multiple, I'm looking for something they have in common that's the lowest. 24, those two match. This and this matches. This is my lowest common multiple. It's the one closest to 0 that they have in common. So my lowest common multiple here is 72. Now you have to use the same numbers, but we're going to use prime factorization. So 24 factorizes out as being 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. To get these numbers, I use the ladder method. So I say 24, 2 gives me 12, 2 gives me 6, 2 gives me 3, 3 gives me 1. Okay? And then for 36, I do the same thing. And I get 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Now notice that I write the same numbers on top of each other, meaning that when I go and match them, they are aligned like this. So this 2 goes down there. This 2 goes down there. This 3 goes down there. Okay? So that's the first thing I want you to notice. But what about the other numbers? What I've done right now, 2 times 2 times 3 is highest common factor. So the blue is showing me the highest common factor, but I'm looking for the lowest common multiple. So the lowest common multiple means I bring these down 2 as well. And I bring everything down. To get the lowest common multiple, everything comes down, and that gives me a total of 72. You can check on your calculator. So the difference between highest common factor and lowest common multiple. Highest common factor, I only bring down the numbers that are repeated in all of the questions. Lowest common multiple, I bring everything down only once. Let's try a different question. Let's do question 12, the numbers 11 and 12. So the factors for 11 and the factors for 12. 11 is 1 times 11. Sorry, the multiples. Factors of 11, 1 times 11. 1 is not a prime number, so I don't write it down, but I write down the 11. The factors for 12, it's going to be 2, so I'm not going to write it under the 11, right? I'm going to write it separate. 2 times 2 gives me 4, times 3 gives me 12. For lowest common multiple, I bring everything down. So this comes down 11 times 2 times 2 times 3. And that gives me a total of 132. Lowest common multiple is 132. Normally, I would write this from smallest to biggest, 2 times 2 times 3 times 11. But if you don't, it's not wrong. There's something called convention, the way we normally write things. In math, we like to write things from the smallest to the biggest. Question 13, 45 and 63. 45 and 63, let's do the factors. 45 is going to be 3 times 3 is 9 times 5 gives me 45. 63 is 3 times 3, which is 9 times 7, which is 63. Again, I bring everything down, so that is 3 times 5 times 7, which gives me a lowest common multiple of 315. So those were these three. Let's do from here. 12, 15, 28. Okay. 12, 15, 28. Factors of 12, we're going to say is 2 times 2 is 4 times 3 is 12. 15 is 3 times 5, which is 15. 28, 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 7 gives me 28. Hold on, I did something wrong. Did you see? So let me move everything. This 3 times 5, I'm actually going to write here 3 times 5. And the 7, I'm going to move up to be over there. So everything must line up. Notice I've got only 2 numbers here, but I write it once. These 2 I write once. These 2 I write once. Sorry, that's a number 3, not a number 2. This 5 I bring down, and the 7 I bring down. 2 times 2 times 3 times 5 times 7. And that gives me a total of 420 for the lowest common multiple. If I did it using the ladder method, I could say 12 is 2, which gives me 6, 2, which gives me 3, 3, which gives me 1. 15 is 3, 5, 5, 1. And then 28 is 2, 14, 2, 7, 7, 1. Now, if I was to use the ladder method to do the exact same thing, I would start by canceling out. I'd say, okay, 2, it's that 2, no 2's here, that 2, canceled out. Then I'm going to write 2 again, that 2 and that 2. Then I'm going to do 3, 1, 2. Then I'm going to do 5. And then I'm going to do 7. Notice that again I write all the numbers, but I cancel them out as I write it down. And that is the same thing. 2 times 2 times 3 times 5 times 7 gives me 420. Should we keep going? Let's see. 22, 33, 44. 22, 33, and 44. Oh, my lines are way too long because this is going to be short. Okay, 22 is 2 times 11, 11 times 1. 33 is 3 times 11, 11 times 1. 44 is 2 times 22, 2 times 11, 11 times 1. So now I'm going to write out my lowest common multiple. So I start with 2. I cancel 1 here, and I cancel 1 there. 2 times. Next one is 2, 2 times. Next number is 3. Only one of those. And my last number is 11. 1, 2, 3 11s. So my answer is going to be 2 times 2 times 3 times 11, which gives me a total of 132. Okie dokes. So I hope that you understand how to do the lowest common multiple. You can do this shape here where you're writing them down together, or you can use the ladder method. Both of them are correct. Remember that you write each number that shows up. Every number must be written down, but only once. Then I hope this video helped. Please like and subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.